Billionaire dreams. I know niggas who played ball and gave it up for lean.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams, but my account in overdraft, I'm about to scream.
Rich man greed,
A poor man prayers,
every man bleeds.
but look how God made us.
Too many losses, it's only right that we win. Yeah, I made a promise I'm never gonna lose again.
Under the Fair Use Act, these videos are for information and educational purposes, and I do not own the rights to any of these videos that are shown. All rights reserved to the original content creators.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy SL550, and this is the Never Gonna Lose Again live YouTube channel, man. Today we have some crazy shit. Man. It's gonna be a decent one, man. Unfortunately, under the circumstances that it's under, it's unfortunate, but we do have some good news. And the suspect, his name is Tyler Robinson, has been caught and is in custody today. As you know, the killer who assassinated Charlie Kirk on the 10th, man. We got some crazy shit that's out right now, bro. It's crazy. It has been confirmed, and it gets crazy, bro. So we're gonna get into that, man. Listen, we got everything today is about this whole Charlie Kirk situation. And yeah, before we start, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below how you feel about what's going on and what you want to see today, man. Listen, let's get straight into it. We're not even going to play with it today, man. We're going to get straight into it. Let's get it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen the news by now. The shooter has been caught. I've been trying to stay at the cutting edge of all of this information dropping, but on this one I'm a little bit late. What can I say, man?
Yeah, me too, man. I'm definitely late. I wanted to go live earlier, man. I've been so tired from work, and I had to get some sleep today, but I knew about what was going on early in the day, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I was done up, man, but let's get in.
Has to sleep, but it's now confirmed the shooter has been caught. He is in custody. Here's his mugshot. And now comes the information dump, because now that he's been identified, the internet is scouring through all his social media, attempting to find all the links. And well, just as expected, it turns out we were right from the very beginning. You can already see the spin machine going into complete overdrive, every leftist account, all over social media scrambling to pretend that this kid wasn't one of theirs. He wasn't part of their culture. He wasn't radicalized by their rhetoric. But the facts are now in, and the facts are undeniable. He belongs squarely to them, and specifically to the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wing of the party. Let me show you guys all the facts here, so we can counter all the BS coming from the left-wing propaganda machine. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let's first start off with the bullets. They're all circulating this one blurry photo of a bullet casing with a manufacturer engraving of TRN, claiming there's nothing political here. There was no left-wing propaganda engraved on his bullets. Right-wingers are just stupid and misrepresented TRN as trans. They're claiming to debunk or, definitely trying to distract from the engraved casing element of this story. But of course, once again, they are wrong. The FBI themselves has confirmed during a press conference that yes, the bullets were in fact engraved. And yes, they carried anti-fascist messaging
that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this question mark?" Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist, exclamation point, catch, exclamation point." Up arrow symbol, right arrow and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow." And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO."
So some of the rhetoric that was engraved on the bullet casing is being traced back to old Italian anti-fascist slogans from the Mussolini days. And so nothing here has been debunked. No, it's a confirmation this kid was Antifa. It's really not rocket science. If the guy shot Charlie Kirk and then had anti-fascist messaging engraved in the casing, then just put 2 and 2 together. Now the other engravings is where things get a little bit muddy, and the left is suggesting, well, actually, he was a right-wing troll because one of the casings had written, "If you read this, you are gay." There was another one on where, quote, notices bulges, and oh, whoa.
This is what they do, bro. They don't want to talk about the facts. You know, they don't want to talk about real shit, man. Listen, at the end of the day, even if he was on the left, supported trans, whatever the case may be, even though the legacy media rhetoric on calling Trump a Nazi and Charlie Kirk they call him a white supremacist and all of these things, even though they do have direct consequences, you know, this dude is one individual who made decisions, I'm not going to say on his own, and it's the reason why I'm going to say that. Because, listen, bro, when they say, the Democratic Party is over, I used to always be like, I mean, I hear you, but yo, it just might be true.
What's this written on it? They're suggesting that actually he's making fun of trans people, but that's not the case at all. These are obviously memes.
Make
They're
sure y'all like, share,
transgender
subscribe
memes.
to
I've
the
been in right-wing
channel.
circles forever. I've never seen any right-winger posting memes about noticing bulges and trans people. This guy was obviously part of some online Discord terror cell where he was engaging in trans and femboy memes. And obviously those were the trans engravings on the casings, not the TRN, which was manufacturer stamped in the back of the casing. The idea that now invalidates the theory that this guy was a left-winger clearly makes no sense at all. In terms of what's relevant to the actual motive, I don't think the trans memes or the "you are gay" shitpost indicate anything. No, I'd say the fact that his family is telling us that he thought Charlie Kirk was spreading hate is very clear to indicate the motive, as well as "hey fascist" or "fascist catch," whatever was written. This guy was clearly an anti-right radical. And one more thing that I'd like to clarify here, I'm seeing a lot of people posting a photo of a young man with a Salt Lake City DSA, Democrat Socialist of America t-shirt. I looked into it and it turns out that that's actually a completely different individual who's part of a local chapter. He's some sort of social activist within the Utah university scene. That is in fact, from what I understand, not the shooter. So people who are posting that photo online suggesting that that's a confirmed link to the DSA, well, we can't go there just yet, but I could pretty much guarantee you that a whole lot of information is going to continue to dump here. The FBI is most likely going to get all this guy's Discord messages and everything else. I can't say definitively that he was a hardcore leftist, but it's certainly looking that way. And I gotta tell you, it's going to be really interesting, considering how active this person was on Discord, to see what his interactions were, what his viewpoints were. If we ever get the privilege of seeing that, it'd be a complete disgrace. If not, I'd like to see who he's following on social media, what he's into. But again, as it looks right now, it's looking like yet again another left-wing act of hate. We now know from his own family, and by the way, his father apparently realized that his son was the one who perpetrated this act, and he's the one who grabbed his own son and turned him into custody. Obviously, that's a difficult thing to do as a father, and so we have to give credit where credit is due, and the father in this case does deserve praise for doing that. I thank him for doing the right thing. But the FBI has now interviewed the killer's parents, and we now know from his own family that he apparently told them prior to committing this heinous act that Charlie Kirk was, quote, spreading hate and full of hate.
In which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger.
So obviously it wasn't random, it wasn't detached. He targeted Charlie Kirk because of politics, because of ideology. Basically everything you're seeing from the left, you know, they're so hyper-focused on Charlie Kirk's rhetoric. Well, the kind of rhetoric that the left is currently engaging in, this justification of violence because of words, that's exactly what this kid acted on. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be making more progress here. I hate to say this, it pains my heart to say this, but I think this isn't going to be the last left-wing assassination or assassination attempt, because clearly the left has learned absolutely nothing. But again, getting back on track as we're absorbing and digesting all of this information, it's becoming absolutely undeniable. This is connected to left-wing politics. You guys own this. There's nowhere to hide. Your rhetoric, the environment that you guys have created, is what is breeding this.
And you know what's even crazier is that they know, and they don't care. They want this. They want this. The propaganda is real, and they want this, bro. They want to spread hate for anybody who supports Donald Trump, even if it's like a person like me. Like, yeah, I may talk about it because I have a podcast, and you know that's what's going on right now in the world. There's a lot going on with Donald Trump, and you know everything with Democrats and Republicans. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's something to talk about, so we're gonna talk about it. But it's people who aren't that deep into politics who, you know, it's just regular. But at the end of the day, they are trying to get to the base of people who they know are fucking nut jobs, bro. This dude was a nut job, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, you killed the man specifically because you think he spreads hate, bro. I showed a video where it was a couple different moments in one video of Charlie Kirk. None that he spreads is hate, bro. He gives everybody, like, he don't come with the hostility and none. He's real humble. You know, he's a Christian, and he always talks about them type of things. And that's basically where his beliefs come from. They come from God, from the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? And people don't like that because what a lot of people are into nowadays go against what God and the Bible teaches. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is crazy though. This is crazy. But listen, bro, I said this. Yo, it's 2025. The technology, social media, all the things I'm about to show you today is going to be proof that, bro, it's going to be very, very, very hard to get away with shit. It just is, bro. The technology is too crazy. It's cameras on every building, in every intersection. I knew this dude was gonna get caught. I knew it. The only way a person, you know, I could see getting away to a degree with something like this if it was a foreign terrorist type of person, and they had already had the connection to come in, do the job, and be out, and they went back to a whole nother country. It's the only way. Outside of that, bro, something like this, they was gonna get caught, bro. You know. But yeah, this is get crazy.
And again, I want to reiterate this point because I think it's so
Oh.
important. You know, we have to be looking forward. We have to be looking at the bigger picture. The monster here is not just Tyler Robinson. I think he's just a symptom of the monster. No, the real beast is the entire culture that they have cultivated. A culture that normalizes violence against conservatives, that treats political disagreements as if it's literal genocide. A culture that whips its young people into a frenzy of hate until one of them decides to pull the trigger. And you know, that's the irony. They're talking about spreading hate this, hate that. Charlie Kirk was never a hateful person. Charlie Kirk is simply somebody who disagrees with you. He's a conservative with Christian beliefs. Of course, he's not going to be pro-LGBTQ. But the idea that that's hate, that's absurd. It's an opinion that people are entitled to. You are allowed to have your own value system as an individual, but what the left is saying, the standard they want to create, is that if you disagree with their cultural viewpoints, you're hateful, and I guess now you deserve to die. This is who they are. This is full mask off. They are the political party of violence. They are the party of shooters. They're the party of mob terror.
Yeah, and that's the whole crazy part about like all of the videos that are coming out with these people, bro. It's like, yo, bro, just because a person does not agree with your ideologies doesn't mean they're hateful. Doesn't mean that they want harm for you or they mean any ill will towards you. It just means that they view life different. That's it. But all of them videos that were coming out, was just a bunch of hate, bro. It's sad, bro. It really is, bro. We've come to a time where like people really, you know, it's crazy, man. Now, mind you, did I agree with 100% of everything that Charlie Kirk stood for and stood on? No. But at the same time, 85-90% of the things that he talked about was just regular shit that the average American feels but don't want to say because they don't want to be canceled. They don't want to be fired from their job, and just plenty of different things, because we live in an environment now where you can't speak your mind, where you can't be honest, where you can't tell people that you don't agree with a certain thing. You know, like that's just not in your belief system. You know, it's not in your values, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just because I don't or am not into a certain thing that everybody is into now doesn't mean that I'm a bad guy. It doesn't mean that you're a bad guy. It just means that we're just two different people that have two different views on life, and that's it. That's literally it, bro. And Charlie Kirk was literally assassinated for it.
Assassinations. And we've got them pegged, folks. They can't hide behind the empty platitudes anymore. You can no longer gaslight the country. We know you. We see you. And it's over, or at least I hope. The naive both sidesism is over, and people follow the president's leadership in identifying the problem. They're throwing a tantrum that he's pointing the finger at the Democrat Party. Well, he's absolutely right too. And from this point forward, every single time they try to deny it, they try to distract, we need to double down. We need to be very loud. We need to point the finger where it belongs, directly in their direction. This is their creation. This is their monster, and we are not gonna let them escape it. But anyways, what can you say? Another Democrat socialist killer, another left-wing act of terror. I'm just sitting here patiently, waiting for the day, praying for the day, where the left finally comes to their senses and faces the monster they've created. But I'm not exactly hopeful that day's gonna come soon. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the liberal hardline. Yo, it's so crazy, bro. This whole situation is wild, but it gets even better, bro. I mean, not better in this, like in this. Listen, the situation is getting deep. It's getting crazy. A lot of information is coming out. This right here. Shout out to Melanie King. If you're not subscribed to her channel, go subscribe to her channel. She is another dope YouTuber who is doing. She has a nice big channel, and she's dope. So let's get into this, bro, because this shit right here is going to blow your fucking mind. And I'm pretty sure most of you probably heard of it. If you didn't, yo, shit, wow, bro. Oh, man. Oh, shit, my bad. Wrong one.
I came across this information. I was going to try to put it into a video, but I wanted to get it out in real time as fast as possible, because the more information we have out there, the faster we can solve what actually happened to Charlie Kirk. How was this planned out? Who is actually behind it? So I came across this on InfoWars with Alex Jones. We're going to listen to it, and then I'm going to take you through. People are posting more information that they're finding about what's happening behind the scenes. And this is actually shocking to know that a book was published about his shooting the day before he died. And then also the LA Times and the New York Times reporting that he was shot September 9th, the day before he was shot. None of this makes any sense. Let me take you through it real quick.
Now,
It's
Grok
getting
confirmed
deep.
this. I went and looked it up and confirmed it. I saw this last night, and I wanted to wait and check. And a whole bunch of corporate publications, a full day before Charlie was shot.
Just want to go back a little bit. Look at this, bro. Look. The Shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey. Look at this, bro. Yo, listen. It says on September 10th, it has all the information about everything that happened. Yo, bro. And then it came out. The book was published. If you see the arrow, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can. Okay. So you see where the arrow is pointing at the publication date. It says September 9th. We all know that this happened on the 10th. It gets deeper, bro. It gets deeper, bro. This shit is crazy. Listen, understand this. This is the craziest part. Not the crazy part, but this is crazy. A book in general, people take anywhere from maybe months, some people, depending on how big the book is, to years writing a book. No matter what. This book, I don't know how many pages it is. Does it has any of them? Okay, it says right here, 69 pages. So it's a 69-page book. It's not a really big book, but let's just say a month. Let's be on the low end of it. A month. The book is published, which means the cover has been done. The every step of making a book, which there is probably many steps, has to get edited. All of these different things have been done and was published on September 9th. So no matter what, even if they try to flip anything, which you can't flip this, bruh. You cannot flip this. This was already done, premeditated. It was already done, premeditated. How could you write a book on the event that did not happen yet unless you knew it was going to happen? Or you had second, third-hand knowledge from somebody who knew that it would. Bruh, yo, this shit getting deep, people.
And a whole bunch of corporate publications, a full day before Charlie was shot, put out articles saying Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, but just the headline. And the people there were chanting, and we have the audio. You hear the crowd, the noise. And there's all the witnesses they were saying. It's kind of like, kill Charlie Kirk. You know, it's like the crazy man that stabbed the Ukrainian girl in the throat. You got to listen real carefully. But he says twice, I got that white girl. But he's in a train, so you have to really listen carefully. But you can hear it in there. I don't know if it'll translate over AM radio out there. Probably will on FM, but it's all over. Actually, you want to see it.
Look.
And the cheering, yeah. Once
Weird,
it happens,
bro.
yeah, they're looking, yeah,
Happy.
yeah, yeah. And so I've got all the postings in the town by leftists and trans people that, hey,
That's
he's
crazy,
getting
bro.
liquidated tomorrow. He's getting dissolved tomorrow. Something big's gonna happen. He's gonna go bye-bye. And then there's this, and I'll play you that to show you the stuff
Bro,
in a
do you
moment.
see that?
Look at this.
The same person wrote something big will happen tomorrow. Bro, these people, which they're on probably some type of Discord or some type of channel where they're all in cahoots, these type of people. And for you to post that, you have some type of knowledge that this was going to happen. That guy, the white dude that just went excited. Yay, we got him. Like, bro, this shit is crazy, bro.
Let's put this on
America
screen from
is
Amazon.
fucked.
Put the full screen up, please.
We're fucked.
The shooting of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, blow that up. Why does Amazon have the shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey posted one day before he was murdered? And then they updated it, and it's on the Internet Archive. That's been checked. It happened a day, September 9th.
That's wild, bro.
So it's already out there, and then they updated it today. Publication date, September 9th.
That's crazy.
The FBI needs to be knocking down some doors over
For
there.
real.
Those for seeing this all about Charlie Kirk. First of all, I am devastated. I am stressed. I hope he's okay. I was just Googling this, and something blew my mind. This just happened, September 10th. If you look on Google right now, 19 hours ago, posted by New York Times and Los Angeles Times, 19 hours ago, saying Charlie Kirk was shot.
Bro. The New York Times, the L.A. Times, I believe, both posted that Charlie Kirk was shot before it even happened, bro. Bruh. This some deep shit, bro. So you can't just say this is a lone gunman who you can't say it. You can't say this guy was by himself. He made this decision on his own. No. They knew this was going to happen. This guy was selected in some way, shape, or form, or he volunteered to do this And he did it. And they knew it was going to happen, bro. Not just, not just a book. A book, which to me, the LA Times thing, I don't know, but I do know this when it comes to doing newspaper articles and things like that. These things have to be revised. They have to be edited and made sure everything is to the T, and then it's put out. Then it's published. So if this was put out 19 hours before the actual thing happened, they knew about this way ahead of time, before 19 hours. Bruh, I told you it was going to get crazy. And listen, just look how things work, bro. Just look. You see? And damn, that's crazy, bro. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Listen, it's people out there that knew that Charlie Kirk was going to, because he could have missed, possibly, and this could have been another Trump type situation that happened. What happened with Trump, bro? This is crazy. So just think if that did happen, say he missed, and Charlie Kirk still survives. Just imagine that article still would have been up. It still would have been up. And this girl right here, who said when she was Googling about it, she would have found that article that said Charlie Kirk was shot on a knife. Yo, bro, this joint is crazy, bro. This is wild, bro.
Would have been September 9th.
But look how God worked, bro.
10th. This doesn't make sense. 19 hours ago.
And look, this is what I love about, YouTubers and just people who are in this podcast space who actually get you accurate information. This girl on here too is she's showing you the information. So it's not just her words. She's not just saying, believe me. She's showing you the actual Los Angeles Times conservative commentator 19 hours ago. She's showing you it on her actual phone. So you can't say this is a lie, bro. You can't say that. You cannot say it's a lie. Oh, they're making this up. Oh, Trump did it. Because that's what they do. That's what they do, bro. These people are sick. And then they'll turn right around and say it's Trump's fault. They just like the Pritzker dude. He tried to say, oh, it's Trump's rhetoric that basically got Charlie Kirk killed, bro. Bro,
18 hours
out of
ago.
pocket. Crazy.
Today is the 10th. This doesn't make sense. How could the New York Times and Los Angeles Times
Somebody
report
get spooky
19 hours ago that he had been shot when this just happened September 10th?
I'm going to try to skip past the little intro music. Okay, here we go. Let's get to But is this crazy, guys? This is crazy. So Amazon, this book was published by this person the day before he died, and then the New York Times and N.G.L.A. Times. I want to make this clear. Published. This has been fact-checked. People have been crawling all through the internet, the metadata, all of it. They published that he was shot the day before.
Hold on. Hey, listen, man. Yo, thanks for y'all for tapping in with me, man. If y'all are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video. I appreciate you.
But before he was shot, this book was published, and we have two major publications, outlets reporting that he was shot. How is that possible?
Think about two major. What? The LA and New York Times? What? Major.
How is that possible? Then you see people that were cheering in the crowd, people saying that something big was going to happen. It was going to be the end of Charlie Kirk.
A lot of people
tomorrow.
knew.
And this was still just a lone gunman, guys. This was just some
no.
crazy person. Sure. A crazy person was able to make that shot, and all of this happened. Let's continue.
Yo, just think there were people in the crowd at this event who knew that this shot was going to be taken at some point. You seen actual footage of somebody saying, yo, is that somebody like on the building? just like they literally filmed it. Like they didn't film. I don't know if they filmed the actual shot going off, but they filmed the guy on the roof, showing him perched up on the roof in a shooting position, and they didn't. They called nobody or did nothing about it.
So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
Maybe even some of the people who even did this recording knew.
I just want to pause it for a second. I want to make sure they're not going to actually show the actual shooting. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to remove it for a second. I just want to make sure that doesn't show. Okay, it did. So I'm glad I skipped that part. Let's add back to the stage. There we go.
Get down. What the fuck?
Steven Crowder, overnight, he published it about 7 a.m. this morning on X, was given by law enforcement, ATF, DHS, their own internal report that they got the rifle, the shells in the magazine with all the different trans and anti-fascist. And they put that out because they're concerned that the information would be suppressed. Just like they released the information within 15 minutes of them being there, to Kyle Seraphin, FBI whistleblower. They told him, because we're concerned they're going to cover this up 100%. This is a shooter, and it was.
That's what they do.
And just like the Nashville shooter, it would take years to find out it was a trans person if it was left to the FBI old leadership. But they don't wait around now. They're sick of it. So that's good. We got good people more and more in there that have the courage to speak out and get the information out. Yep. I want to get to Trump's statement here, but I want to show you something first, okay? Now, Grok confirmed this. I went and looked it up and confirmed it. I saw this last night, and I wanted to wait and check. And a whole bunch of corporate publications, a full day before Charlie was shot, put out articles saying Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. But just the headline. And the people there were chanting.
I didn't even
the audio.
peep that.
You hear the crowd, the noise.
I didn't even peep that part. I thought it was he just was shot, but they put out that he was shot and killed. So they had the intentions. It was premeditated to kill Charlie Kirk, not just shoot him or take a shot and hope to kill him. They went for the jugular, man.
And there's all the witnesses they were saying. It's kind of like
crazy. No pun intended. That was.
It's like the crazy man that stabbed the Ukrainian girl in the throat. You got to listen real carefully. But he says twice, I got that white girl, but he's in a train, so you have to really listen carefully. But you can hear it in there. I don't know if it'll translate over AM radio out there, probably would on FM, but it's all over X if you want to see it. And the cheering, yeah, once it happens, yeah, they're looking, yeah, yeah. And so I've got all the postings in the town by leftists and trans people that, hey, he's getting liquidated tomorrow. He's getting dissolved tomorrow. Something big's going to happen. He's going to go bye-bye. And then there's this, and I'll play you that, show you the stuff in a moment, but look at this. Let's put this on screen from Amazon. Put the full screen up, please. The shooting of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, blow that up. Why does Amazon have the shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey posted one day before he was murdered? And then they updated it, and it's on the Internet Archive. That's been checked. It happened a day, September 9th.
So the reason why you seeing this thing twice, because he already said this, but that's because that was the intro, and then he went back into the video. So instead of her fast forwarding it, she's
so it was already out there, and then they updated it today.
That's crazy, bro. They actually got a
publication
whole
date,
book, bro.
September
I cannot
9th.
believe this. This is crazy, bro.
The FBI needs to be knocking down some doors over there.
That's wild.
So these people aren't playing games. And it was a big meme out there and we're going to kill Charlie Kirk. Now, guys, put that hashtag up that Rob told me about. There is a hashtag we'll show you in a moment. We'll just show the feed of it. On X and elsewhere, Rip Bozo.
That's crazy, bro.
And there's a lot of people countering it now with praise, but It's other people celebrating it. We're partying it. It's a great thing. Light up them cigars. Rest in piss. You won't be missed.
Yo,
All right,
bro.
y'all, quick pause, because if you're
Niggas
watching
is
this,
sick,
you're
bro.
exactly the kind of person who
Before he was. That's how they reported 3 hours before they caught Oswald, that it was Oswald in the Asian papers, because they got their times messed up. They reported WT7 was blown up an hour before it was blown up, exactly how it was blown up. Wall Street Apes posted this a little bit ago. The New York Times and L.A. Times had articles published about Charlie Kirk being shot before he actually was, screenshots and video posted.
Yo,
And
bro.
Brock checked it and said it is.
That's why I fuck with Alex Jones, bro. Alex Jones is going to give you the raw, uncut truth. This is why they don't let him on YouTube and other platforms, because, and why he's on X and probably Rumble, if anything, because this dude is going to give you the facts, bro. And this is what you want. This is who you want to get information from about what the fuck is going on in this whole political arena, because it gets wicked out here. We know we can't listen to the legacy media.
Here is the video.
It's wild, bro.
Those for seeing this all about Charlie Kirk. First of all, I am devastated. I am stressed. I hope he's okay. I was just Googling this and something blew my mind. This just happened September 10th. If you look on Google.
Let's fast forward a little
Drowned
bit.
in the floods. Texas are doctors and lawyers and nurses and school teachers, mainly. It's a bunch of school teachers in Florida, New York, California, Texas. Just like they celebrated when the girls that were white drowned in the floods.
Yeah, that's crazy. Said they deserved it.
So he's getting into like the celebration. I've done some compilations on that. I'll be reporting more on that. I may play more of that, but I want to keep the focus on this book being published on Amazon and then the New York Times and LA Times. Because if you just go search in Google, if you look at the mainstream media, no one is reporting this.
Of course they not.
You have to go on X to find some of this deep information that is being confirmed. Okay.
And everybody want to criticize Elon Musk, but he bought X, and X is one of the few that Rumble and maybe a few others, but they're like platforms where people can listen, bro. You can get the truth on there, even if it's not really something you want to see or whatever the case may be. But you're gonna get more accurate information that you can go through and basically dissect to see what's the truth and what's not. Whereas though YouTube, other Facebook, all these other platforms, you're gonna get censored. You can't say certain things. You can't even say certain words. Excuse me, my bad. But you can't even say certain words. So yo, bro, this is crazy, bro. This is wild, bro. But good thing is, bro, they got the dude, and he's going to definitely he's going to pay a heavy cost. I'm gonna tell you that
this
much.
isn't like people
Let's see
just
what else
coming
you
up
got.
with conspiracy theories, but people are checking the metadata. They're going deep into it, and you have hundreds of people researching this.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to see this on any mainstream outlet. Why?
Nope.
Why?
Because they want
How
to
could they
hide it.
possibly know anything about him being shot? So what I want to show you now, let me if you get into, I'm going to make it bigger so we can see it. And some of you guys are saying I showed the shooting. Now, I took it out the moment right before he got shot. Then when I came back, it was like the immediate second after he was shot. From what I saw, what I did not, it was on my screen over here, but I made sure that you guys didn't see it. At least I thought that I did. Okay. So in no way do I want to show that footage at all. So if wild. I don't know, I thought I did. If it accidentally showed, obviously that was a mistake. I said I did not want to show it. So it was just on Alex Jones' live stream. So just getting a little bit more context here.
Like Alex Jones, he want to show you not to disrespect Charlie Kirk, but more so you can feel the realness of what the fuck is going on, bro. These people are demons, bro. They wicked fucking people, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. I can't believe, this book thing is crazy to me, because I just think about a book. Like, I'm not an author or nothing, but I do know that it takes It takes time. It takes effort, revision, editing, a lot of things to go into making a book, even a small book. So for you to make a book, bro, the book is crazy, bro. The book thing is wild. The New York Times and LA, that's super wild too. But the book thing is crazy. And you don't hear nobody talking about it except for conservatives who are going to give you the truth. I can only imagine what Brian Tyler Cohen is saying on his channel. Who knows? It's staged. It's staged. It's another staged Trump event. He's trying to stop Democrats from succeeding in the midterms. Like dumb shit. I guarantee you, bro. Yeah, like these dudes are these people are crazy, bro. I just come to realize like there's no logic, bro. There's no logic, bro. Like I've seen Charlie Kirk, I've seen Officer Tatum, a bunch of conservatives, like I've seen them criticize Trump about something he did or said or whatever the case may be. You just won't see that on the other side, bro. You just won't. It doesn't matter what these people do. They can literally drop a nuke on United States Americans and they'll be like, well, it wasn't really that bad. Hiroshima was way worse than the nuke they dropped on us. Like I'm okay with it. Like, like this is how delusional. Like people are, get out of this whole Republican Democrat thing, bro. Like for real, bro, because this is making people insane and crazy, bro. Like it's just about what's real reality, bro. That's what matters. What's reality? None of this other shit. It's propaganda and bullshit. Stop being stuck in a propaganda machine and program with this whole Democrat Republican thing and just be you. Think for yourself. More importantly, follow people that's going to give you good information.
It doesn't always let me blow things up there. Okay. So this is what he was referring to. Can someone honestly explain to me how a book titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University University attack, the aftermath and America's response, was published on Amazon on September 9th when the event took place on September 10th. So here it is. It isn't the clearest shooting. They actually, I believe they may have taken the listing down. I'll show you that in a second. But there it is, clear as day. There's no way to backdate that and say it or do any of that. It was published onto Amazon that day. Now, I tried looking up who this person was, which I'll show you, but let's continue. All right, so this is a person that was saying, holy shite, this is true. This may be really small for you guys, but hopefully you can see it. So this is really weird. There's a couple books now about his shooting, but this is the first one. This is
people drop books this quick, bro. Bro, look at this. A biography, Charlie Kirk shooting by KCD something. Charlie Kirk, I don't know what that says. The shooting of Charlie Kirk in the battle for America's future. Like, bro, that was on September 11th. This is a day later. Like, people drop whole books a day later? They do this? What the fuck? Bro, that's 1, 2, 3. That's the same book right up there. And it's a biography. That's probably... What does that say? That says September 10th. Bro, that's one. Bro. My God, that's crazy.
The Anastasia Casey.
This
is the Kindle book. What doesn't make sense? Let's just say in a make-believe world, we know it's outrageous that this was published the day before, but let's just say in a make-believe world where they tried to change the date to September 11th now. I think they tried to change it to today that they published it. But how would you have enough information to write a whole book even the day he died? Like how? How would that be possible? How would a person do that? let alone, of course, the day before, but even the day of makes no sense. Even the day after,
Word
it
up. That's
makes no sense
crazy.
to have a whole book ready to go. Yes, it's a ebook or a Kindle book, but still, how would you be able to do that fast? Like the FBI doesn't even know all the details. The news outlets were still reporting the information was coming in, and yours is ready to go and to be packaged and sold.
Word up,
Does that
bro.
make sense to you?
That's crazy. That don't make sense at
Not to
all, bro.
me. I'm sorry. There is no explanation.
Like
This makes
not one,
absolutely no sense.
multiple books.
So another
That's
person was
crazy.
screenshotting it. The person saying, "I took this picture personally," um, and it looks like they took down the links to the actual to it, and people are going into the web archives and looking this up. So it's just really crazy.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to also show you guys this one.
So the whole point of this is you can't say that, oh, they making this shit up. This is confirmed by layman people. You feel me? This isn't just coming from outlets. No, this has been confirmed by multiple people who went in and checked, who went through the metadata, everything. This is confirmed information. This isn't one of these Christian Welker unknown source stories. This is facts. A book was not only published the day before the event, there were multiple books published the day of and after. What? Bruh, this thing is getting crazy. It's getting crazy, people. It's getting crazy. Like, wow, bro. Wow. A whole book.
what I did was I just wanted to see who has any information,
Wicked.
right? Like, where can I find more information about this? So this was the original post that was about 4 hours ago, and then was reported. I'll give you guys another close up because unless you're on X, you're not going to have access to these images. And I'm like in the way right there. You can see it's the same title, but you see September 9th and then September 11th. Pretty crazy, right? All right. Because some people say it's not true, it's a fake, blah, blah, blah.
Everything is fake, right?
And I'm trying to get to the New York Times. Okay, so this person is saying Amazon requires 72 hours to approve and publish a book. Charlie Kirk was assassinated at Utah Valley University on September 10th. Yet a book titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, was already live on Amazon September 9th. How the hell does a book about Charlie Kirk's shooting hit Amazon before the assassination?
See, I didn't even know that.
This is even.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. So they said that Amazon requires you to have 72 hours to approve and publish a book. So we know at minimum 72 hours before this book was published, this person had this information that this event was going to happen. Anastasia, you're going to jail. Anastasia, Casey, you're going to jail. We need to know everything. Either you tell us and flip, or you're going up the river. You're going to jail. Listen, it's nothing. Listen, I'm a psychic. I did a reading, and I understood the future. Shut the fuck up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, right. A whole 4 days before is crazy. You're going to jail. I ain't trying to hear shit.
They require 72 hours before a book can be published. So let's backdate that. So that's September 9th is when it was published. So we're going back to the 8th, the 7th, the 6th. Between the 7th and 6th, the 6th and 7th, September 6th and 7th, this book was uploaded to Amazon and then published the day before.
Wow.
I don't know if it was a mistake and they meant to, like it was pre-planned, it's all part of it, but it accidentally published publicly.
Before. Yeah. See, you see how God worked? Do you see how God worked, dog? Because they probably did. They probably expected it to happen like right on cue type of thing, but it didn't. God said, nah, hold on. He threw the monkey wrench in your plan. You're sick. Anastasia Casey, you're going to jail. Cash Patel, listen. Anastasia, she's calling you. The New York Times CEO, whoever is the LA Times, whoever is running those companies, the VPs or whoever, approve any type of articles and things that go out, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. It's going to be a lot of trials this year. Listen, bruh. One thing that Trump said that I truly agree with, and that's basically coming into fruition, is that he said that basically they wanted to silence you, but they can't. Your voice got bigger. Yo, I went and I told y'all yesterday, I tried to look something up on YouTube. I mean, on Google. No. On YouTube, I tried to look something up that had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Every single time I pressed search, Charlie Kirk came up. Just saying. He wasn't lying.
Before, but they were trying to hold it off until the 9th or the 11th, but maybe the approval process, once it triggered it and it automatically pushed it out, then they tried to go back and delete it and change it and all of that now that we're all talking about it.
Yeah, of course they is. They're trying to double back, but it's too late.
So, and even like some people are saying, oh, it could be AI to put the book together and put it all together. Okay.
Man, shut the fuck up. AI, man. Oh my God. That's gonna be everybody out now. It was AI. AI did it. They're intelligent enough to do it. Bullshit. I call bullshit. What Easy the Black Captain say? I call bullshit. Anyway, yo, bro. Oh, we gonna finish this, but yo, this is crazy, bro. This is wild, bro. This is some wild shit. I was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought, so let's get back into the video.
Okay, that's fine. Explain the 72 hours before he died. How, and I don't care about AI. It still was published and put together before the man was shot.
Right. And
how would AI do that?
And on top of that, in order for you to use AI, you have to tell AI to do it. You have to tell them, you have to write the prompts and everything. So even if you used AI to write this book, you still had to put a prompt in there that said, write a book about Charlie Kirk being assassinated at the Utah Valley University on September 10th at such a whatever details you had to put in there, and AI make a book about it. So that's how I can see a book being made in a day, right? So because people are using AI, I forgot about that. So I can see these books being made, but to be published, remember, 72 hours is crazy.
How would they do that on the 6th and 7th? Yeah, I'm sorry. Then none of that makes sense to me. I'm going to put in the New York Times so we can, people are talking about it. Okay. So it's a little bit, blurry. It's not the best photo. I'll try to find one better, but here it is. This is so these are screenshots of people that people have taken. I think that woman has, and several other people, showing that it was 19 hours ago. This was the day before he was shot, that they had published this information, the New York Times and the L.A. Times. So yeah, so there's more pictures. Now this one I think is a little bit more clear. Here you go. So they put Charlie Kirk is apparently shot during Utah Valley University event. I am very confused. And I'm just scrolling through to see if I can see anything else about it, because people are just now talking about it. Like I said, this person started talking about it today, about 4 hours ago. So the information is still coming out. All right, so there's a lot of different things going on. Some of this is old. Okay, that is the gun that was used. There's just things that people from the New York Times were saying. Let's do the LA Times. Let me spell out New York Times because that may give me a better. Okay, so this is the original video that Alex Jones played. I'll just go ahead and play it again because I know new people are coming in.
And something blew my mind.
Hold on one second. Let me rewind it. I'm going to make it bigger. And
Okay, so those who are seeing this all about Charlie Kirk, first of all, I am devastated. I am stressed. I hope he's okay. I was just Googling this and something blew my mind. This just happened September 10th. If you look on Google right now, 19 hours ago, posted by New York Times and Los Angeles Times, 19 hours ago, saying Charlie Kirk was shot. 19 hours ago would have been September 9th. Today's the 10th. This doesn't make sense. 19 hours ago.
We're honored to be partnering with the Alan Jackson Ministries, and today I want to point you to their podcast. It's called Culture and Christianity, the Alan Jackson Podcast. What makes it unique is Pastor Alan's biblical perspective. He takes the truth from the Bible and applies it to issues that we're facing today: gender confusion, abortion, immigration, Doge, Trump.
So I fast forwarded because they was already talking about that. So I wanted to see if she had any more.
The White House, issues in the church.
I'm reacting to
he
this
doesn't
with
just
y'all.
discuss the problems. In every episode, he gives practical things we can do to make a difference. His guests have incredible expertise and powerful testimonies. Each episode will make you recognize the power of your faith and how God can use your life to impact our world today. The Culture and Christianity podcast is informative and encouraging. You could find it on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Alan Jackson Ministries is working hard to bring biblical truth back into our culture. You can find the Culture and Christianity podcast, sermons, and other thought-provoking teachings on our Pastor Alan's YouTube channel at Alan Jackson Ministries.
I'm trying to see why she showed
It's a big crowd for California. All right, you guys know how it works. We're going to do questions for a couple hours here. If I really like your answer, you get a hat. We'll be signing hats as well, and God bless you guys. We're going to have a great time. Thank you. Okay, hello.
So
yes.
I guess she's showing like Charlie
My name
Kirk.
is Yardo. I have a small YouTube channel. I'm a political commentator as well, much more than you are.
Watch it for a little quick second,
I
and
just
we going
wanted to thank everybody at
end the
Turning
show.
Point USA, USD for having this debate. And also I would thank the Turning Point USA, San Diego State, because they gave a voice to one of my dear friends who was a victim at the October 7th Nova Music Festival, and his name is Muzai. I really appreciate that you guys did that, and you have my sincere gratitude. I'd also like to quickly state that this is a message for the far left first, and then we'll get into what I highly disagree with you about. But I just read Hassan Piker's New York Times article where he claims that he did not stifle free speech in his chat. I do not believe that's true because I was banned multiple times for having a simple disagreement with him. That is one thing on the right that you guys do far better, is not creating echo chambers. And this is a complete amazing thing that you guys are doing right now. And I just want to let you know right now, Hassan Piker, I will donate $5,000 to Palestine if you debate me. Now, and I 100% mean that. And I will make sure that that is public.
okay, so what I wanted you to hear, if you missed it, what he said, he was thanking Charlie Kirk, thanking the right, saying that it's less of an echo chamber and they allow diverse voices to speak out there. And that was a message to the far left, because the far left doesn't do that. They are
Exactly. They don't do it, man. And listen, I don't want to make her video my whole video, but shout out to her, bro. You know, I needed a quick video to she had that whole thing for me, man. I really appreciate it. But if y'all want to check out the rest of that video, go to Melanie King on YouTube, man, and check her out. Subscribe, give her a subscribe. She's dope. Yeah, man, but that's a wrap for today, man. I wanted to get that out there, you know, in case you didn't already know. But I'm pretty sure it's all over X, all over everywhere. So I'm pretty sure you did, but it was only right that I went live and gave my opinions on everything, man. But damn, bro, ain't that crazy? A whole book, bruh. A whole book. And even if they did use AI, still the process of being published on Amazon takes 72 hours. So a lot. Listen, bro. Not just that person who wrote the book, L.A. Times, New York Times, this guy himself. A lot of people have some explaining to do. They have some explaining to do. And it's getting spooky, man. Point being, bro, that she was proven right there at the end was that the Democrats have been stifling free speech and for literally over 4 years or about 4 years. And Trump got in, and now people can get back to speaking their minds and saying how they feel, whether you disagree or agree with Charlie Kirk and conservatives or anybody. But it is true though. You see you see the difference in conversation when you see conservatives and you see liberals, right? You just see it. You see you most of the time, you know, obviously everybody is different in their some people are more passionate than others. Some people are you know, just loud, boisterous, whatever you want to call it. So certain things might come off different, but what I'm talking about is just pure hate. Pure hate is in the Democratic Party, bro. And it's sad, bro. Because you look at that even with the politicians. You know what I mean? Like you see the words. See, words are very powerful, bro. And this is why we're getting these type of outcomes today, because words have meaning, power in them. I mean, look at the whole drill culture and what that caused because of words, right? And so we guys, you know, you got to use your voice wisely, man. And even if you do have these, you know, radical viewpoints, that's your right to have it. You feel what I'm saying? But don't put it in a way where you know, if you don't agree with my radical views, like Amanda Seales, she's pathetic. Did you see the video with her after Charlie Kirk got shot and he died? She literally learned that he died on there, and she was just like, if he supported reparations, then you know maybe I would give a fuck or something. She said corny, weak. And this is what people want to represent black people, let alone just people in general. I don't want her representing the people. She's weak, corny. You know what I'm saying? Straight weak. And it's all lasting he's until it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, bro. That's why people it's easy for people to care about illegal immigration until one of them do what they did to, you know, Lincoln Riley. Until when that happens to you, then you understand, then you can relate. But why wait till you relate to understand what Trump is trying to do with as far as getting illegal immigrants out of the country and letting them back in legally? Our country is full with immigrants, legal ones. But with Joe Biden, there was a lot of illegal ones. And, you know, at the end of the day, bro, just be honest. That's it. Just be honest, bro. This shit is deep. These people are wicked, bro. They don't give two shits about us. And all they're trying to use us as tools to get their job and their agenda done. Understand that part, bro. So get out of, it's nothing wrong with supporting Republicans or supporting Democrats, whoever you support. But when it becomes a thing where, you know, I've literally had like whole arguments with family where it's like, you know, and if I had to like, yo, cuz, like, I love you, you my cousin. Like, you saying some wild shit. Like, you saying some things that, like, you know, like, that's hateful, bro. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that I don't like about the left. You know what I'm saying? Is that you can't debate without it getting to oh, well, you agree with rapists, so you're a rapist yourself, or I hope you don't have a daughter, and all of these crazy things where it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, your views are your views, but at the same time, man, keep the hate shit just out. Like, it just shouldn't even be in you. You know what I mean? Just because somebody don't agree with you doesn't mean that they mean any like, because I was just debating with her, and the fact of the matter is she was losing the debate. So then it goes into just hurt people, right? Ain't that what Vance Jones said? The reason why we don't know why this guy stabbed this Ukrainian woman on a train. We don't know. What do you mean? He's black. He comes from a long line of poor people, slavery. It's the reason why he hurt people. Wild shit, bro. People, the temperature with this racism shit and all of these things that are going on in politics, bro, is out of control, bro. Out of control, bro. I don't care what we agree on, bro. I don't wish harm on nobody, bro. Democrat, independent, Republican, whatever. I don't wish harm on you, bro. I don't wish something to happen to you. I don't wish you fucking fall off a cliff. Like, I just don't. Because it's not that deep, dog. It's not that deep. We just don't view the world the same, and that's fine. It is what it is. But, this was a good one today, man. Unfortunately, under the circumstances that it was under, once again, man, my condolences to Charlie Kirk's family, dog. Like, this was a crazy situation, bro. But look how God is working. The suspect caught and they're going to get information, bro. They're going to get the information. And I know whoever was involved with this, I know they wish they got to him before they did. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the suspect's dad too, man, being a good Samaritan. He said, "Yo, son, let me holler at you real quick." Oh yeah, what happened to my shit that was in? Come here, nigga. Put that nigga in the motherfucking choke. I seen you on the news last night, motherfucker. Locked his dumb ass up. Goofy. Yeah, man, but shout out to y'all, man. Thank you. Yo, listen, bro. I had a few people tapped in with me for a while today, man. I truly do appreciate it, man. You don't understand, man. Y'all making me smile, man. You're making me blush. I truly do appreciate it, man. Until next time, this your boy, SL550. This the Never Gonna Lose Again podcast, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please, I truly do appreciate it. Until tomorrow, man. Yeah, I'm out. You heard?
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams. I know niggas who played ball and gave it up for lean.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams, but my account in overdraft, I'm about to scream.
Rich man greed,
A poor man prayers,
every man bleeds.
but look how God made us.
Too many losses, it's only right that we win. Yeah, I made a promise I'm never gonna lose again.